Hi, Valeria. Hi, Bane. Thank you so much for coming in. It's lovely to see you. How are you today?
Hello.
Fine. Hello, Barbara.
Before we get started talking about what this episode is about, let's not spoil any surprises. Let's talk a little bit about you and your trajectory at Hitachi Energy. So you applied for the same job, right? And
Correct.
you started on the same day.
Correct.
So what happened there?
That's a good question.
We will never find out actually who was the second choice. There was only one open position, but in the end we were both hired. But who was the spare one, we will not know.
Right? Or maybe we were just both too good.
Exactly. You're both brilliant. Of course, we just had to have you. So thanks so much for coming in. So today we're going to be talking about the EconiQ roadmap. So EconiQ is the word we use to describe our eco-efficient switchgear. And there's different ratings, different levels of voltage that we offer. But before we get started into talking about the roadmap itself and the products on offer and what might be different from now on that we're about to release, can you take us through the making of a roadmap in high voltage? Mm-hmm. So timelines and, parameters, etc.
Right. We all know that SF6 has been there already for decades as a main technology in gas circuit breakers. And basically, since it's a very strong global warming potential gas, so even more than 23,000 times higher than CO2, eventually at a certain point it started that research and R&D community started to look into the opportunities to replace the SF6. So this is how we are today now ending up in the new technologies and actually creating our EconiQ roadmaps, which are completely SF6 free. Basically, in order to create this such an EconiQ roadmap, we needed to come up with the solutions through the research and development that are actually viable solutions to replace the SF6, both in sense of its own arc quenching capabilities, mm-hmm. so cooling capabilities and the braking capabilities of the arc. And through that, basically, we evaluate many options, many different gases and solutions that could be the viable solution. And then we ended up into the EconiQ portfolio, where we are using our gas solution that actually it's a proven technology already, where we launched several already products from this EconiQ roadmap. How we create it, it's not so straightforward process, but it's something that basically it involves many different stakeholders. So first of all, our main stakeholder are the customers. So we are listening to our customers. What do they need? Why they need? What are the volumes actually that they need? Mm-hmm. So something has to be in the end economical so that we work on that, right? And then on the other side of the stakeholders, we have the product management and portfolio management. So together with our customers, we are defining actually the EconiQ roadmap. So usually there is certain kind of, let's call it a conflict, right? So customers want one thing, then product and portfolio managing are saying or promising another thing. Okay. And then there is a technology that actually is there to say, okay, what is actually feasible? Mm-hmm. What is feasible in sense of the technology that is capable to do it, what is feasible in sense of the timelines, and what is feasible in sense of the costs. So like this, we find a compromise and we create our EconiQ roadmap.
So it's all a balance.
Exactly. It's all about balancing. It's all about finding the right time, the mm-hmm. right moment. There are also sometimes needs to update these roadmaps, so to review them. And this is something that we are.
If I could just add something, the solutions like the ones that we're seeing now presented in this roadmap, what we're talking about today, are really just only a part, let's say, of a broader and collective effort in order to protect the planet and actually reduce the emissions of critical but still necessary industries. So whenever we look at an SF6 installation, we must not only see what is inside, so the material that composes it, or solid and gaseous material, but we really have to imagine that there is an entire chain of emission behind this, and CO2 in general, but also really direct SF6 emissions. I mean, that SF6 stays in the atmosphere for 3,000 years. Whenever we lose 1 year, it means in terms of CO2 equivalent that we lose at least 100 years. Mm. So we can really just not wait and see. Every second matters, and we have to act now.
It's very sobering. I agree. Yes. Thank you, Valeria. Can you tell me about this roadmap? What's new? What's to come? Give us a little flavor.
Sure. we know that since this year we are already launching the 550 kV solution with 63 kilo short circuit current rating, and before that it was the world first 420 kV EconiQ solution that we are offering to the world. And as of this moment, we are happy to announce and proud of that we are introducing new ratings into our roadmap, and these are being the 800 kV solutions.
Okay.
And with 63 kilo short circuit rating, so keeping the short circuit current rating but increasing the voltage significantly. And there are clear reasons why we are doing that. And also the 80 kilo rating that we are introducing across also several solutions for 420 kV voltage ratings.
Wow, great things ahead.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the process of the roadmap? How often do you have to review it?
Officially, we are doing that once per year when we are announcing our roadmap to the world outside, so to our customers and also to utilities, so that they know what's coming ahead. And unofficially, of course, inside we are constantly doing that. So it's not something that it's written in stone. So in the beginning of the year, and then we don't touch it till the end of the year. So through our product management, we are listening constantly to our customers. We are listening to utilities. We are going to conferences and we are talking to them. And through this, we try to assess, okay, what is the direction that we should take? What are the drivings behind that in sense of both voltage and high current ratings? So like this, the roadmap is actually a living document. So it's not something that we stay. But in the end, we have to say that it's being a living document, but in sense of the updates of new ratings, not that we are rolling, let's say, the timelines and we are saying, okay, we are promising to deliver something by 27 and then this getting updated. No, it's going to be 28. We are really sticking to the roadmap. This is something that we are really proud of. We are keeping the promises. We keep our faith, and also towards our customers, they know what they can expect from us and they can rely on that, and they can also adapt and prepare for the things that are coming.
So what you're saying is that these roadmap updates are not necessarily driven by technical updates only.
Exactly. So Branimir was already saying this. Sometimes you see that roadmaps can be updated because, there is a technological need to extend a certain deadline. But this is really not happening here. What is happening here is exactly the opposite. So, it would be now easy for me because, I'm from the technical side, so I could brag a bit and say that it is because we are so good and we are so, deep experts and so on. Partially it's true. There is years, decades, I could say, of this expertise. I think that what is really good is also the strategic decisions of our management. So the original decision to start with the 420 kV rating with 63 kA, which also covers 50 and 60 hertz, and the GIS and the DTB technologies. This was a key decision because now it makes our life a lot easier, especially when we need to downscale. So, for example, to the 245 kV that we see in our roadmap. So that's really brilliant, and it is, in my opinion, really because our management is also composed by deep technical experts.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Van, you mentioned earlier that you're going to offer an 800 kV solution. Can you explain the significance of this piece of equipment?
Certainly. In principle, everything comes driven by the market. So this is something that in the past was considered to be in the niche, and actually it was in the niche of the market, especially in the USA. Last year, actually, we got to know that USA has quite some demand for 800 kV solution, being, let's say, the same short circuit current rating, so 63 kiloamps that we are already delivering for 420 kV and 550 kV ratings. But 800 kV, it's quite some step actually to achieve. So it's not just, let's say, a bit extending the technology that we have now, but it's actually a significant step. So it's not that we can utilize the same products and machines that we have now and then do small adaptations. So this requires actually R&D and development to reach that success. The reason why we have it actually is that this demand comes from the USA. So in order to cover much bigger distances across the big country that they have, and on the other side, that it has the capability to transfer almost 4 times higher energy with respect to the 420 kV. So there would be a multiple savings in this sense. Yeah.
Okay. And why do we need to have higher short circuit currents?
Yeah, maybe I can take this one.
Please do.
So, yeah, actually, that's a good question. And just a few years ago, the predictions or simulations in this sense would actually say exactly the opposite. They would say that we would need even lower short circuit currents. This is because it was predicted that the renewable sources of energy would basically distribute more the grid, and this would actually reduce the short circuit currents. But now we are seeing really the opposite. Mm-hmm. We are seeing that there is an increase already measurable and also predictable, and several simulations that show this. And it is actually due to the denser and denser grids that we observe, especially in certain parts of the planet, like North America or Central Europe. And this is happening, and one of the reasons is also the need of these big data centers. So suddenly we need really our grids to be a lot more meshed. And as soon as you have these redundancies in the grid, and you have kind of parallel lines connecting the same 2 points, you sort of reduce the impedance. It's like when you put in parallel 2 resistances, and the total resistance is reduced, and this means that the currents are increased. So our short circuit currents are increasing in contradiction to previous predictions even. Yeah.
This seems like a really amazing feat. It's something to have been able to achieve. Can you tell us a little bit in more detail about the technology and what this means?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. This is very significant step also for Hitachi Energy, right? So it's significant step towards the market, but it's also significant step showing once again that our technology is fully reliable, it's fully scalable. And on the other side, as I said previously, so to reach that high-end ratings, it's not just walk through the field of metals. It's actually something that requires a lot of knowledge. So it's really a pleasure being surrounded with such a great scientists and researchers, and also the development engineers in our technology centers and in our research centers that actually enable this. So the management can really, in this case, lean back and actually relax, because for sure this is something that those people are capable to deliver. I think yes, yeah. Seeing those, because I was also on this side, so I was also leading the team of researchers in the research center and also developers in our technology center until December last year, and I know really their capabilities. So now stepping a bit towards the management, but still on the lower side, I can clearly see that basically our management in this sense,
there's a lot of trust.
There is a lot of trust, but for a reason.
First of all, thank you, Branimir, because I mean, this is a compliment that I would like really to stress. It's really an effort from everyone on the technical side, and these teams that we built together are very big and very effective in the end. And you know, it's really an effort that is lasting since decades, I could say. And what we really try to do is to also keep our tools up to date. This is an important part. So we actually rely on the same tools that we have been developing in the course of many years for SF6 or gaseous circuit breakers, right? But it is important to keep these tools up to date and to always check that the new available technologies are exploited for simulations and predictions and everything. And this we really receive great support from our research part, which is really a key player in this. And yes, in this way we can really avoid even design loops. So this is why we are also so fast sometimes, because some things are so deterministic and predictable thanks to this effort, that then we can really be effective.
Okay. And so how does this update reflect the collaboration between our company, between Hitachi Energy and the market?
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly a collaboration. As I said in the beginning, there is always a bit of conflict there, right? So what we want and what we see and what customers see. But of course, the customer is the king always. So this is our main stakeholder in this case. By rolling out these roadmaps every year, actually it's the best proof that this collaboration is on a very high level. So we are receiving the orders across all the ratings in EconiQ. With the new products that we are adding to the roadmap is actually exactly the consequence of this collaboration that we have with market utilities, and on the other side, and probably in a nutshell, this is the society. It's a society need in the end that requires actually this kind of products to be rolled out in our roadmap.
How do you think these updates position Hitachi Energy in the wider global market?
Well, I think Hitachi Energy has now kind of reinforced its position as a leader in these sustainable technologies, and I think that the market is really seeing us as a reliable partner to find these solutions. And I think that in the end, what is really great of being part of this journey is that really all the needs from the society, not only from the market and the customers, but also the needs of the society are heard, and we can really do something about it.
Just from my perspective, so from our conversation, say from our discussion today, a few years back, management got together and decided to invest in this amazing new technology. And we decided to choose the 420 kV as the voltage to target first. And what you've told me now is that was the correct decision, because then it makes it easier, not easier, but it's a bit more straightforward to get down to 245, to go up to 550, and now to 800. And then the other thing that I've learned from this discussion is that our roadmap has been met on time each time. And every time we've updated is because we realized we can offer a little bit more, right? It's not about pushing deadlines. It's about being confident in our technology and saying to the market, actually, we've heard you. We know you need 800. We can do it. We can deliver. Here you go. Is that right? Is this the summary of what you've explained to me today? In very simple terms, I know, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So if there was one key takeaway from this roadmap update, what would you say that is?
Collaboration. So we can put it in a single word. It's just collaboration between customers, utilities, market in general, and also Hitachi Energy. So we positioned ourselves there very well. And also this is why we are able, due to this collaboration, we are able to deliver such challenging EconiQ roadmaps, and we keep updating and we keep making it even more challenging, but we execute it with pride.
And if I may add something again, then I will try also to use just one word. And for me, the word would be reliability. So this roadmap has really shown that we are reliable, and we don't push away deadlines. We really stick to our deadlines, and we can even add new products to that. So I think this could be the takeaway.
It's quite a huge achievement. Yes, I agree. Thank you very much both for coming in. It's been wonderful chatting with you and learning about the updated roadmap, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks to you, Ram.
Thank you.